Hi Scorpio, welcome to your love reading for January 2019. This is Elizabeth from channelguidance.com. You had the most views for the month of December, so you are going first. We are going to do the 9-card spread, but I'm also going to do a love reading for you for the entire year of 2019. It is a reading for the whole year. If you want a more in-depth look at 2019, I am uploading a much longer video focusing on the beginning, the middle, and the end of 2019. You will find a link to that below. It is on Vimeo, and it will really kind of get in depth on what's going on for you again in the beginning, which is January, February, March, and April. I also do a separate spread for you for May, June, July, and August, and then the final spread is for September, October, November, December. Again, that will be on Vimeo. And if you would like to get a private reading with me for your personal situation, just go to my website, channelguidance.com. And I also have a new Facebook account. I'll put a link to that below as well. Okay, so let's see what's coming up for you. I've already shuffled the decks. This is a love reading for the sign of Scorpio for January 2019. You have the Knight of Coins. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for January. The Tower. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for January. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for January. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for January. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for January. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for January. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for January. Okay, what's the most important thing that Scorpio needs to hear about their love life for January 2019? And the card that you have is the Six of Wands. So this is a card of victory. This means any obstacles that you're facing, you can overcome them. You can succeed. Okay, so we'll come back to this to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. Let's look at the first row to see what you have going on here. You have the Knight of Coins, the Tower, and the Ace of Cups. So, I mean, I feel like these three cards are telling you that your situation can change. You have the Knight of Coins, which means that whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, this does mean that there will be progress. You will be moving towards a positive change. Perhaps you're hoping, for a new beginning in a relationship. You do have the Ace of Cups. For some, this can actually be a new relationship coming to you, a new person, a new love. But the Ace of Cups can also be rekindling a relationship where there are a lot of problems. You have the Tower. I mean, the Tower is, something unexpected happening. And it can be, that perhaps, you've really been trying with a relationship here. It's taken a lot of time for things to change, for things to heal. There could be a very unexpected development. It could be that somebody told you, I'm not sure I want you back. I'm not sure I want to stay married to you. And then completely out of the blue, you're in this relationship again. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning. You're rekindling your love. And again, just kind of consider there could be some type of shocking twist to some type of new beginning or new person coming into your life. Now in the second row here, you've got the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So for some of you, there is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This can even be you if you have a moon or rising and an air sign. What I see here, I mean, the Ten of Wands means that someone's really fed up. There's a lot of heavy energy here. Someone feels like the pressure or the energy has become too much and you feel like giving up on someone. But the Knight of Wands is the opposite energy. It just seems like there's someone in your relationship where someone is just like, I can't do this anymore. It's become too much. And the other person is determined to hold on to this person. So, I mean, this can describe what's going on with you in your relationship. Maybe you really do not want to let go of someone. You're really struggling to hold on to this person. It could be that this person feels that too much has happened, or maybe they're moving away from you. This can be with someone who's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But I mean, when it's not actually an air sign, this means that it's someone who's not very connected to their emotions, someone that is just over-analyzing things. Perhaps they're not really tuning into their feelings. Perhaps they're not really understanding how they feel about you, which could mean that is why we have the Tower. There could be a shocking change when they do realize how they feel about you, because these are opposite energies. Someone who is determined to get what they want with the Knight of Wands, but then the Ten of Wands is someone that has, pretty much given up. Now down here, you have the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Devil. So, I mean, there is stuck energy here with the Eight of Swords. This is someone that feels trapped. Someone that feels, you know, they can't change their situation. Definitely ties in with the Ten of Wands. This is a mental prison. And then over here on this side, you do have the Devil, a major arcana, which shows that there could be something that's not quite right in your love life right now. This could be also that you become really pessimistic, or your partner has become really pessimistic. The Devil does tie in with the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Swords. It just seems like something's going on with the sign of Scorpio where somebody's thinking it's just hurting the relationship. Somebody needs to really like take some time to go through their thoughts and figure out, how is my thinking hurting my marriage or my relationship? The Page of Coins is saying somebody really needs to look deeper. So it seems like somebody is unhappy in the relationship for Scorpios. It could be you or it could be your partner. It just seems like, you know, somebody really wants to hold on with the Knight of Wands. You're determined to succeed. But the other person is, you know, really tired of everything. And there is some strong negative energy here. I mean, this can represent cheating. It can represent someone who's really pessimistic. Unhealthy behavior patterns, unhealthy thoughts, negative thinking. Someone is feeling like they're trapped and feeling like they're in a mental prison. You may not understand what's happening in your relationship. Just keep in mind that the main energy for you is a Six of Wands. Victory. Any obstacles that you're facing, you can overcome this. Okay, so let me get a few more cards. What other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio for January 2018? Knight of Swords. What other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio for January? Ace of Swords. Messages for the sign of Scorpio. Knight of Cups. So interesting that you have two knights with the Ace of Cups in the middle. So now you have three knights. Knight of Coins, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. The knights all represent change and movement. There is some type of change that wants to happen in your life in January. And it seems, you know, like, I mean, you have the Tower and the Knight of Swords. This does represent, you know, a lot of shocking things happening in your love life. Things changing very quickly. The Knight of Swords, this represents, you know, perhaps someone being really spontaneous. Perhaps someone had told you they wanted to end the relationship. Suddenly they change their mind, or somebody comes back to you. Because there is some type of, you know, positive change here in your love life. You have the Knight of Cups. This could be someone trying to win you back. This is a proposal of some kind, even a proposal to get back together, or a marriage proposal. And again, someone has changed their mind. The Ace of Swords. Someone has seen the light here. The Ace of Swords represents truth and clarity, a clear head. And, you know, that's what I was getting from this bottom row down here. Someone feels really, you know, stuck, trapped. What they need is, you know, a clear perspective with the Page of Coins. This means someone has to look deeper. Otherwise, you're consumed by all your negative thoughts and fears. But I see it happening for you. I mean, the Ace of Swords here, this is clarity. Someone is looking at the relationship in a new light. And it seems like with a new perspective, change happens in your love life. Things happen quickly. Knight of Swords and the Tower. And again, some type of positive development. Whether it's a marriage proposal or just a proposal for a relationship, or a proposal to get back together. Okay, so let's get some cards from the confirmation deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio for January? You have the Five of Swords. What other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio for January? Ace of Wands. Death. What's the most important thing that Scorpio needs to hear about their love life for January 2019? Three of Cups. The Three of Cups this is happiness. This is joy. This is celebration. So this really does tie in with the Six of Wands. You're able to overcome some type of obstacle in your love life, obstacle in your relationship. This is a family card. Again, this is just a card of happiness and good times. So even though you have some challenging energy, I feel like something happens to change that. It just seems like somebody has like some type of epiphany and they're looking at everything in a different light, and this changes everything in your relationship. So you have these three cards here. You have the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning, and Death, which is an ending and a new beginning. there could be a choice here. I mean, you have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, this can represent some type of sabotage. I mean, with this card, sometimes it does represent either a decision that you have to make. Let me just go over that first. It could be that you have a decision to make as far as a new beginning. For some of you, it can be a new person coming into your life where you have to be careful because this may not be the right person for you. But for others, it could be that you have a choice to make in an existing relationship where you have to be careful. I mean, this can even be, let me just get this card out of the way, that for some of you, you're tired of what's happening in your current relationship. And you might be tempted to give up on the person. With the Five of Swords being here, the Five of Swords is saying you can make a decision that you will regret eventually, because you do have a new beginning here. There could still be a new beginning in your love life, in your marriage. This is wiping the slate clean. And of course, you have Death, which is a really dramatic card of an event that changes your life forever, an ending and a new beginning. So for some of you, this can be a huge transformation in your current relationship, in your marriage. I mean, I feel like, for the sign of Scorpio, like you're dealing with some difficult energy. For some of you, you're really tired of what's going on in your love life or in your relationship. You're tired. For some of you, it could be that you're really trying hard to hold on. You really want to make things work. It could be that your partner is wanting to let go. It could be, it's hard to say in a general reading. I'm just kind of telling you what I see here. But there's definitely some type of, strong negative energy here where you really need to look deeper at this. Now, the good news is, again, that you have the Ace of Swords. You will have clarity as far as what you have to do, what you need to do. For some of you, you could just be finding out the truth. Your partner may start looking at things in a different perspective. The Ace of Swords is surrounded by two knights, change and movement. One of them is a Knight of Cups, a positive development in your love life. Okay, so let's look at the entire year now of 2019 to see what's coming up for you. I have another deck here. Let me shuffle it, focusing on the entire year. What's coming up for the sign of Scorpio for the year of 2019? Scorpio's love life, 2019. 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 Scorpio's love life for 2019. Okay, so let me get these out of the way and we will see what you have going on for the new year. And remember that this is going to be kind of like the spread that I just did right now with confirmation and all that. But if you would like a more in-depth look, you can get the reading on Vimeo. That is going to cover the beginning, the middle, and the end and be a little bit more specific. Okay, this is a love reading for the sign of Scorpio for the year of 2019. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for 2019. Love reading for Scorpio for 2019. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for 2019. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for 2019. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for 2019. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for 2019. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for 2019. Okay, so let's just leave it there. Let's look at these cards and see what this means for you. Let's start at the top. You are starting with a Court card. You have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This can be male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This can be somebody that comes into your life in the year of 2019. You do have the Nine of Cups, so for some of you, this can be a relationship with someone that you wanted to be with. But again, it could also just be you've been hoping for a new relationship, new love. A fire sign could be really significant to you. You also have the Page of Swords. So, I mean, the Page of Swords, this represents communication, honesty, and truth. So I feel like if you're connecting, if you're meeting somebody who is a fire sign, or someone in that energy, there's a need for you to be completely honest, maybe about what you're looking for in a relationship. Like if you're looking for something long term, definitely do not let the person think that you're just looking for a friend. I feel with the Page of Swords, you have to be completely honest. You have the energy there for the year of 2019 for you to get exactly what you want. The Nine of Cups, a wish is granted. But in order for this wish to be granted, you're going to have to be completely honest. Again, do not tell anybody that you're meeting that you're okay with just, an off and on relationship, no strings. If that's definitely not what you want, then do not go along with that. You have to be completely honest with the Page of Swords. Now, you also have the Seven of Wands, the Emperor, and the Two of Cups. So, I feel like here, this is a reading for the entire year. So, this could be different messages. I see a very close relationship here, the Two of Cups. This is the soulmate card. But it just seems like in order for you to have this soulmate connection, I feel like many of you are already in this relationship. It could be your significant other or your spouse. For some reason, you're being told that you're going to have to really take control with the Emperor. The Emperor, this is about you taking the lead and taking charge of what's going on in your relationship. And again, with the Seven of Wands, similar energy. Even though it's a minor arcana, it's similar energy. You're really going to have to speak up for yourself, stand your ground. There could be issues with your partner. Yes, you love them very much with the Two of Cups. You feel like this is your soulmate, the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. But for some reason, you're being told that in 2019, you're really going to have to draw the line somewhere. The Emperor is a major arcana, which means this is significant for you. You can't ignore this. You're going to have to take charge of your relationship. It could be that your partner is, maybe they're not being honest with you. That Page of Swords, maybe they're not being honest with you. You're going to have to really speak your mind here, stand your ground. For some reason, I feel the sign of Scorpio, like you're going to have to really steer your relationship in the direction that you want it. Down here, let's see what you have. You have the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So there is some stuck energy. Let's just start here. You have the Two of Swords, which does represent feeling stuck because you have an extremely difficult decision to make. And then you have the Eight of Swords, which is also stuck energy. You feel trapped. For some of you, you may not be happy with what's going on in your love life. Perhaps, in 2018, I'm recording this video in December. You may feel like, I don't really like where my marriage is headed or this relationship. You feel like, you feel like you can't really change what's happening with the Eight of Swords. You feel like your hands are tied behind your back. You feel restricted. But it's so difficult with the Two of Swords. It's so complicated. You have a decision that you really don't want to make. You're being told to take charge. You have the Knight of Wands here. It's lined up with the Emperor. And also the Seven of Wands. These are all cards saying you have to do something. I feel like there's something about your love life that you really do not like anymore. For those who are already coupled. I feel like you're unhappy about something. Where you have to really draw the line somewhere with your partner. And you have to take control. The Knight of Wands, this is self-confident energy. This is going after what you want, being determined to get the outcome that you want. Again, same energy as the Emperor. You have to fight for the soulmate relationship. And for some of you, this could all come with some type of extremely difficult decision. Okay, let me get a few more cards. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for the year 2019. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for 2019. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for 2019. Yeah, there's really emotional energy for the sign of Scorpio. You've got the Five of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. There's something really emotional that's going on with you. You have the Five of Cups, which does mean that you feel disappointed by someone in your life. Someone has let you down. You may feel disappointed with where you are in your love life, There's a sense of sadness and kind of dwelling on that sadness. Let's just jump over here. You could be feeling really lost as far as like, what should I do? So this really does tie in with the Two of Swords. Choices. You have a choice to make and you're lost. You don't know what choice you should make. You're confused. You're emotional. You're being told here that, you know, you and your partner have to work together to find, you know, the answer to your problems. The Three of Pentacles, hard work and effort. But again, I feel like everything's not lost. It's just that you have to take control of what's happening in your love life this year. Okay, so let me get some cards from the confirmation deck. Okay, what other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio about their love life for the year 2019? Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for the year 2019. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for 2019. Okay, so let's get 3 more cards. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for the year 2019. You have the Empress. The Five of Cups has repeated itself. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it's kind of interesting that the Five of Cups has repeated itself, but it's surrounded by positive cards. Again, the Five of Cups is sadness, tears, disappointment, feeling really sad, dwelling on your pain. Someone has let you down or disappointed you, but look at the cards it's surrounded by. Again, it's like something is really upsetting you, bringing you down, but something is going to change that. You have the Empress. So if you've watched my readings before, you heard me say the Empress is even better than the Lover's card. Because the Empress means you can have it all. Yes, there's a sense of sadness around you, but the Wheel of Fortune is saying that can change. This is you having it all. This is maybe even you finding the ideal partner or being with the person that you most want in the world. You have the Wish card here. You do have to be honest though. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying, I mean, 2019, this can be your year. The Wheel of Fortune does represent luck. Good luck. Things finally moving forward in your love life. Things finally changing for the better. Perhaps you have the Five of Cups 2 times because you've been really upset. Maybe 2018 was a really difficult year for you. I mean, I see your wishes being granted here. I see a really strong soulmate connection, but with a strong message here, and even here, that you need to take action. You need to do something to move towards this connection or to make sure that you keep this relationship. It can't all just be you though. You have the Three of Pentacles. So if you're coupled, you and your partner have to work together. Just keep in mind that 2019 can be really emotional year for you, but I also feel like, I mean, your wishes can definitely be granted as far as this soulmate connection. Okay, Scorpio, this has been your love reading for January 2019. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.